You have just been given an ancient treasure map, promising secrets of unlimited wealth to those who can uncover the signs in the deep, dark caves of the Mathemundians. Join me today as we learn how to play the game Treasure Signs. Mr. Becker here from Making Mathsters, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the game Treasure Signs. It's a game in which you are going against another player to be the first person to score more points, up to 180 points, before the other person does. To score points, you are working through the deep, dark caves of the ancient Mathemundians, and you are trying to uncover their secret signs. When you uncover signs, you get points, and these points grow and grow and grow until the end of the game. To play the game, you need a couple things. First of all, we have another epic matchup between red versus blue, so you need two markers. Once again, you could laminate the game board. You need a game board. I have a game board here that I printed off for you in color, and you might be thinking, once again, if you've watched previous videos of mine, oh, I can't print off colored copies for all of my kids, but I can print off black and white ones, and those are going to be just fine. So you need a game board, you need two different colored markers, and you need the deck of the treasure sign cards. There are 30 of these. Each of them have a back, and each of them have a front with a number on it. All different numbers, they never repeat. And each player also needs their multiplier or divisor cards. Each person needs one of each. So each person needs a divided by 2, 3, and 4, and each person needs a multiply by 2, 3, and 4. I'll explain to those in a little bit. And although you don't need it, what would be helpful is a quick reference card showing all of the signs and the points that it is worth. This is the official game board of Treasure Signs. There is going to be a simpler version as well, but I wanted to teach you the more complicated one instead of the easier one, so that you can play both. This one might be for more of your advanced thinkers, the ones that aren't going to take a long time. I played this with my 4th graders, and some of them took a long time to play this game. Why? Because we're learning we're learning these different rectangles that we can make from these numbers. So it's your choice. Either use this one, you can shorten the game, or use the simpler version as well. Let me explain the game board to you. Treasure Signs. This is a scoring track around the outside, so it's red versus blue. So blue is going to be the outside numbers, so he's going to fill in there. And red is going to be the inside numbers, which is going to be here. And blue is going to start here, where it has that fancy looking S, and red is going to start over here, where it has that fancy looking S. So I'm just going to make sure I put those markers there so I remember what I told you. So, to begin with then, is you have to explore the dark caves. This is your treasure map, and you are using the treasure map to figure out where you have explored in the cave. Now, you have already decided before you started that you are only going to move in rectangular shapes, or else you're going to get lost. So you can only move in rectangular shapes, and you're going to chart that on your map. Your goal is to find and uncover these very priceless signs that the ancient Mathemundians have discovered, and we have all of these different signs. Now, to score points that you're going to show on the tracking, the outside that tracks your points, you are going to, anytime that you land on them, anytime that you uncover that area, you are going to get the number of points per X. So for example, if I uncover 1, 2, let's say that I drew a rectangle like this, and I uncovered just 2 little X's, then I am going to score 2 points. So I'm going to show 2 points on the scoring track over here, and then it's going to be the next person's turn. There are bonus points. If you are the only one to uncover the whole sign, you get to count that score again. So for example, let's say that I did 2 here, but on my next turn I uncovered the rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I already had 10 points, and because I was the only one to uncover it, I get to add that 10 again. So I get to double any points. And if you don't want to add those up by hand, that is why I made this quick reference sheet for you. It tells you exactly how many X's are in each of the symbols. No dice in this game. No dice. If you've watched a lot of my other videos, you'll know that I make a lot of games with dice, but not this one, using cards, and that's going to determine who goes first. So blue and red. Blue picks one. Let's go with the, I don't know what the directions say. Smallest or largest, you figure it out. The smallest number is going to go first. Blue's going to pick 30, and red is going to pick 63, so blue is going to go first. Shuffle them back up, and blue is going to go first. So we're going to put the deck somewhere over here. It's zoomed out a little, so just imagine that this is the deck way up here. So blue picks 1 and he picks 9. Now remember that blue is only going to uncover the area of the caves in rectangular shapes. So he could go up 9 spaces and he would only go across 1 space, or he could go this way 9 spaces but he would only go up 1 space, or he could go up 3 and over 3 and make a rectangle that way. So he has 9 to do. And one thing about the game board is you can notice that this is a grid and each one is going to be 1 unit long, but you can kind of see that it's thicker here. And that's there because it shows the tens. So I don't want to have to always count out, especially with bigger numbers. I don't want to always have to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that these are here for that. But I have 9. Well, 9 is not very big to begin with. So I want to just talk to you about these multiplier and divider cards for a second. Is that you start the game with 1 of each for a grand total of 6. A times 2, a times 3, and a times 4, or a divide 4, divide by 3, and divide by 2. So what that means is on any card that I have, let's say my 9, is that I could divide by 3, and now all of a sudden this 9 becomes 3. Or I can multiply by 4, and now all of a sudden that 9 is going to be 36. And I wasn't going to show you right away, but because I got such a low number to start with, blue has decided that he's going to use his multiply by 4 card, and he is now going to think of that 9 as 36. So 9 and 36, well, because he multiplied by 4, he knows that 4 is going to be a factor, so he's going to go over 4 and he's going to go up 9. So that's what I was talking about with this. I know that if this is 10, this is 1 less, so that's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He is going to shade in that amount. Now, he doesn't score any points because he hasn't uncovered any X's yet. And because he used his multiply by 4 already, he never gets to touch that for the rest of the game. Once you use it, you lose it. So, red's turn. And this becomes part of the discard pile, which I will put right next to the draw pile, right up there. All right, red. Oh my goodness, maybe I didn't shuffle that well as I thought I did. Red draws a 4. Once again, oh my goodness. Even if I multiplied by 4, that's still going to only give me 16. But 16 is going to be way better than 4, I think, to start with. So red is going to use his multiply by 4. So he knows he has 16, an area of 16 spaces he can uncover. All right, 16. Well, he could do 1 by 16. He could do 1, 10, 11, 12. Nope, he can't go that way. But he could possibly go all the way up here, and that's what he's going to do. So he knows that that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He's going to go 1 by 16, and he's going to shade it in. Maybe red wasn't the best choice to show you with, because it's very hard to tell the difference between my red and my orange. Oh well, it's the epic matchup between blue and red. Discarded that, and he lost his multiply by 4 for the rest of the game. I am going to shuffle these cards up because I keep getting all these small numbers, and that's how I cut these up. Oh, let me redo this. Here we go. Blue's turn. All right, 29. 29. Oh, Blue's thinking, oh my goodness, 29. Can I make any rectangles from 29? Well, obviously I can make a 1 by a 29 rectangle, but I think that's all I can do. Oh, and Blue's thinking, well, I got this nice long skinny piece here. That's 10, and that's 10. So that's 21. Uh-oh. He can't use 29. Okay, so maybe I can use my divide cards. Divide by 2, nope. Divide by 3, nope. Divide by, nope, I can't do that either. So Blue is going to save that card for later. You can always have one card saved. Just one card saved. And then the next time that Blue draws is that he gets to pick which one that he wants to use and which one he doesn't want to use. But right now he can't use that 29, so he's just going to keep that for later, and it is Red's turn. Red has 32. Now he's trying to get maybe over here. He's trying to uncover, maybe get in here, maybe in this little space, maybe in that little space. Remember, you have to use exactly the amount of spaces the card says, and you have to make rectangles. Only rectangles, or else you're going to get lost. So he's thinking to himself, okay, 1 and 32, 2 and 16. 2 times 16 is 32, and he's going to do that. So he's going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 by 2, and he's going to go down. And that's the other thing about this game, is that once you start in the cave, you can always trace back. So I was up here, but I traced back here because I already knew that that was a safe spot. I didn't run into any walls or holes or anything. But it always has to touch something that you previously unearthed, that you previously explored. So that is a completely legal move by Red, and he used 32, so now that goes into the discard pile. Blue's turn. 56. That is a larger area than Blue's ever gotten so far. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to use that right away or not. Obviously, he can't do 1 by 56 because that would be way too big. And he's starting to think, okay, 2 and what? Well, if it was 2 and 30, that would be 60. So it's 2 and not 29, but then 28. 2 and 28, there's no way that he can use that either. Oh. Well, he does know the multiplication fact, 7 and 8. 7 times 8 is 56. So he could do 7 by 8, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, he could squeeze that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if he goes up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now he has 7 by 8 is his 56. So he just unearthed 56 units, square units, but there were no X's there, so we are still at 0-0. At the beginning of the game, you really don't score. You're just trying to set yourself up later. Red may be able to score on this turn. Red gets 21. He knows that he could do 1 by 21. He also knows that a 3 by 7 rectangle would give him an area of 21 as well. Oh, let's see what he could do. Remember, he has to touch his previous... He has to touch anything that is previously explored. He can't really go there. He's trying to get over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he could do that by 3. So he has an area of 21 that he's going to explore that way. Now Red is going to possibly get the parallel sign over here. Maybe set himself up there. Maybe he can sneak in here and try to get some of the points. Remember that the game, the official game, goes all the way down to 180 points down here on the scoring track. But for some of you who want a shorter game, maybe before you start the game, you say, we're only going to play up to 120. Okay, or 140, something like that. I wouldn't do too much shorter than that, or else it's going to be more of a race just off the get-go, who gets better cards type of thing. The other way that the game can end is the number of reshuffles. So right now I have one reshuffle left in my deck. But after I keep picking these are going to go to the draw pile, and the draw pile is now, or in the discard pile, and the discard pile is going to become the new draw pile, and I'll just put a 1 here, and then I will be down to 0 reshuffles left, and the game's going to be done after all those cards have gone through a second time. Blue's turn. 11 for blue. Blue says, all right. I could possibly try to sneak down here. If I look at my quick reference card, that equals sign, that is worth 36 points right off the bat. And if I'm the only one who is going to shade that in, then I get to double that again. My goodness, that would be 72 points. Or his other option is to go all the way up, but he's not going to get all the way up there, so he's going to count 11 over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's going to go 1 by 11. And he's going to go like that. He still has that 29, which he still can't use. Red's turn. Red, 27. 1 and 27 he knows, but he also knows a 3 by a 9. That could help him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He doesn't get all of it. So he could do it. He's going to actually go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And by 3, so he's going to do a rectangle. And we have the first points of the game. He uncovered 3 X's. So he has a grand total of 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Now, and so he goes on the scoring track and he fills in up to 3. Now that might not seem like a lot, and it isn't a lot, especially when you compare it to 180 points, but the game definitely picks up, like I said, with that equals sign. If you are the one that fills that up completely, that is worth 72 points. And you don't need a whole lot more points after that to get there. So, it is Blue's turn. Blue keeps getting these low numbers. Blue keeps getting these low numbers. He gets a 5. Well, you know what? Blue actually really likes that card, though, because he's going to go 1 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now he has set himself up to possibly get in here next time. Wow. So that actually, although it was a small amount of area, his strategy is going to pay off, I think. 39 for red. 39. 1 and 39 obviously is one he could do, but he also knows 3 by 13. 3 by 13. He could do 3 by 13. There's only 2 spaces here though. 3 by 13. He knows that there's going to be way enough up here, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to start here 1, 2, 3. So he's going to start here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's going to go 3 by 13. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He now has 8 more points onto the scoring track. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more points on the scoring track. He is up to 11 points, while Blue is still at 0. But Blue is not afraid because he has this great opportunity coming up. Oh, 4 by 8. 4 by 8. Now, remember, he also has this 29 that he has stored. So he can either do a 29, he can use 29 for his turn, or he can use 48. He wants to know if there are 29. Well, this is 10, remember. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. No, he's going to hit these walls, so he still can't use that. He can't divide it. He could do 20. Could he do 24? Remember, that was 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh my goodness, that is going to work. He's going to have 2 by a 24, and he now has uncovered all of this. And now he says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 points, Red. I'm catching up. But more importantly, he just needs that rectangle, and he is going to get a whole bunch of points. It is Red's turn. Red, 36. He gets to unearth 36 square units. 36, 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. So he's going to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to get this division sign uncovered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Can I do 6 the other way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can. So he's going to go like this. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And he unearths that amount for 8 more. He's at 11. So he goes down to 19. And he's got almost all of these shaded. Once again, I probably should not have used red. Maybe the epic matchup would have been between blue and green this time. My apologies for that. Blue's turn. 45. Well, he knows a 9 by a 5. He would absolutely love to get all of these, this equal sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't do it quite yet. So he might not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, could he divide by 3, he thinks, because he still has that divided by 2, 3, and 4 card. He knows that it's an odd number, so 2s and 4s won't work, but a 3 could work. He knows that if he divides that by 3, it's going to be 15. 1 by 15. He doesn't know if that's going to help him either. So there's a lot of thinking involved, especially if you use those multiplying and dividing by cards. To begin with, especially if you have kind of lower level math thinkers, don't even use those cards. It just might swamp them too much, and then they won't play because they're thinking about too much. So that is kind of an add-on option if you want it to be. Sometimes use them, sometimes don't, dependent on who's actually playing. So 45, but I am playing with them. 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was so close to get that. I am going to use my divided by card. So I'm going to say 45 divided by 3, I know is 15. 15 I could do a 3 and a 5. I just want to do something on my turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over by 3. So this is going to be 15 here. So I uncovered that. Remember that once I use it, it's gone. And now it's Red's turn. Red gets 7. 7. Red. Red's thinking, you know what, it would be nice to get all of something. Well, he's going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, he has to use all 7, even though he's only going to get 5 points here. He wants to finish that one up so he gets the double points, so 5 more. He's at 19 all the way up to 24, and it's Blue's turn. Blue, 64. He knows that could be an 8 and an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he says, oh my goodness, I'm 1 off. Oh, that could have been so good, he's thinking. So good. So he's saying, all right, 64, that's an even number though. I'm going to divide by 2, and that's going to be 32. So now my new number that he's thinking of is 32. That could be a 4 by an 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But they can't get that. So he is 4 by an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he is going to fill in this amount. So he gets 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 18 points. So he's going to jump 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 points on that one. He still is at 29, and it is Red's turn. Remember, he used that divided by 2, so he is done with that. All right, Red, 24. He could try to get in here, maybe sneak in here with 24, and that's what he's going to try to do. 24, he knows that if he could do 12 over, so He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2. And he's going to go up. And he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. But more importantly, he is going to be all primed up to get there. So you got 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now blue is thinking, uh-oh, he's going to... He could take that one, and he could also get to this one, and then all of a sudden the game can get out of control. If he doubles up on that one, he could finish that one. Blue is really thinking now, uh-oh, this is not going as I wanted to. So 15, 3 by 5, he's like, I gotta try to get up here. 15, maybe I could sneak it up there. He'll just do 3 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going 15 this way. Red really wants a good one here. 42. He knows that would be 2 and 21. He knows that that's not going to be quite do it there. 6 and a 7. Unfortunately, he has that tiny 1 though that he kind of let himself not. Kind of blocked himself off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can he go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, he could. So he's going to fill it in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets this whole area, which for 5 points. So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in that tiny little bit there. So, all right. Blue's turn, and he gets an 8. 2 by 4. That's not going to quite do it for him. But he is going to use his multiply by 2 card. This one was discarded. His multiply by 2, which would be 2 groups of 8. So he's going to go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all of a sudden, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 points he gets. So this is going to be from here to here is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From here to there is 10. And 12, 11, 12. So he got the 12 points. But now remember, he gets the bonus points for the equal sign. The equal sign is 36 points. He was the only one to uncover 36. So if I jump from here to there, that's going to be 10. So that's going to be, because I'm here, that's going to be 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and now blue has taken a commanding lead. But red still isn't that worried because he's all set up to go over here. He's set up to go down. He's set up to go 1 or up over there as well. There's a lot of points still available over there. I'm not going to finish the game for you though. Who would have won? I don't know. I think red. He was set up to play the game a little bit better from the early on. Blue wanted some early points, but I think red is going to come over here and just work down and cut blue off, and blue is not going to have any more options. Maybe if you would sneak in there and then go up. So once again, this is maybe this is more like a 5th grade level game board, 5th grade level cards as well. The cards are up to you. You can use some. I think the largest one is like 91. Or depends on your kids. If your kids are just starting multiplication, then just use the lower ones, maybe 1 to 24, or whatever the cards are that are up to 24, and just have them work on those over and over and over and over again. Maybe not start on the complicated board as well. Save that one for later. But as you can see, my goodness, the mathematical thinking involved here. And like a lot of my math games, I try not to say, okay, this is a game in which you are using area to win. Is that kids are going to naturally come up with that conclusion themselves. Oh, I'm trying to fill in squares and I have to do rectangles, and that's that type of foundation that we want. So then when we say, okay, I have 8, well, what are the factors of 8? Well, I can do a 1 and an 8. I can do a 2 by a 4. And that's those connections that we really want. And that's why I think there is power in this game. It is it might be a little too complicated for some of them, but like I said, take some of the cards out, take out the multipliers and the divisors, maybe take out some of those big numbers. Use the easier board, and I think you will be pleased with the result and the mathematical talk that you can hear your students giving each other. So, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed learning how to play treasure signs. That's all from me, Mr. Becker from Making Mathsters. Have a good one.